Welcome to the Clean Slate with your hosts, Daniel Garza and Carson Phillips, providing you with movie news, reviews, and more. Sit back, relax, and don't forget to go to the concessions to get your popcorn and drinks. For your entertainment, this is the Clean Slate Podcast.
Welcome back to the Clean Slate Podcast. This is your host, Carson Phillips. This is Daniel Garza. ASMR edition. Today we watched Novocaine.
I can't even hear you.
Everyone's favorite
in my actual
baby.
Headphones.
Today we watched Novocaine, starring everyone's favorite Nepo baby, Jack Quaid.
Yep. It's Dennis Quaid's son, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Dennis Quaid's son. Is crazy. Yeah, you're not a baby. You're not a... Never mind.
Yeah, let me just take over. All right, guys, welcome
You're
back
not a human
to
until
the
800
movies
months in.
of the year so far. The movies of the year. The movies that have come out probably... Well, we handpicked these ones, but we got some pretty good choices here, I think, for this month.
Do we?
I think so. What? We got Warfare and Mickey 17 coming up, too.
I think everything we picked has bad reviews except for Warfare.
Does Mickey 17 have bad reviews?
I've heard things. Let's talk about Novocaine. Novocaine.
All right, guys. Here's Novocaine. When the girl of his dreams is kidnapped, a man incapable of feeling physical pain turns his rare condition into an unexpected advantage in the fight to rescue her. That's a pretty good logline, actually.
I mean, that is the movie.
Yeah, that's the entire movie.
This is a Christmas movie, too.
Yeah.
Was it supposed to come out at Christmas?
You know what I just figured out is we didn't
You're gay.
describe what the movie is for the Gorge.
Oh, that's fine.
Anyway.
I feel like the log lines cover the movie pretty well.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, just, yeah, we got Jack Quaid here. We have Jacob Batalon, who is
Ned from Spider-Man.
Ned from Spider-Man, and he plays the same character in this as he does in Spider-Man.
Somehow worse.
Yeah. So
poor guy. I would be so sad if that's what I got typecast as for the rest of my life.
Like the stupid friend.
Well, and they were hyping him up because like Ned Leeds in the comics becomes Hobgoblin, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's been working out and stuff behind the scenes."
Yeah.
And then like now he's just back to the way he looked before.
Yeah,
I'm
now
like,
he's
"Oh,
just...
what was the point of that?"
Anyway, all right, guys. So let's get into our likes and dislikes of Novocaine. It's a pretty straightforward movie. He's a lame banker who has this one encounter with a girl, and now he's in love. And then the bank gets robbed, and he is trying to go rescue her. So likes
as old as time.
likes and dislikes. Well, likes first. What do you got?
Yeah, right off the back, I like the premise. Not so much like the bank heist setup, but just the fact that he has this condition. I don't know if I'm sure it's a real condition, but he has this thing where he has no feeling, I guess. So he can get like stabbed and not feel it. He can feel like pressure, and that's about it. He can bite his own tongue off while eating pie. Like that's a possibility, which I thought how the movie was going to end. But yeah, so all this stuff can happen to him, and he doesn't feel it. And because of that, it's kind of kept him from living life in some ways. Like he hasn't fully embraced life the way like, you know, you and I may have. Or like, I guess like the average person even. And he meets this girl who kind of brings him out of his shell. And I like that premise. I like that setup. I like that he can get like super jacked up, like hurt. And it could be kind of gory, but he feels fine. Like he's totally cool with it. So I enjoyed that setup. Like that kind of, I guess, gimmick worked for me. I wish they did a little bit more with it, but that goes more into complaints. So you do get some like really creative fight scenes. I think the final kill is kind of creative. I liked that actually. Grossed me out, but I enjoyed it. Jack Quaid gives a decent performance. I feel like it's as good as his performance in Companion. So pretty like.
Oh, is he in Companion?
Yeah, he's one of the main characters, but he's actually the main character.
I really want to watch Companion. Is it good enough to purchase?
Ooh, not for $20.
No. It's on sale right now for like 10.
I would, yeah. It's good. Okay. It's not like a super smart horror film, but it's like fun, I guess.
Does it have rewatchability?
Yeah, I'd rewatch it. It's just not very deep. So just don't go in expecting something that's like very nuanced.
It looks interesting to me, and it won an Oscar or was nominated for Oscars, correct?
Yeah, it didn't deserve anything if it did.
Okay.
It's
cool.
mid-ish. But anyways, yeah, so I thought his performance was decent in this film, and I just, that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, very similar. I think it's a really neat, it's something that we really haven't seen in a long time or ever. And I think Jack Quaid plays a perfect character for this. Like, he's kind of the underdog.
Yeah.
The trailer leans itself to be like if it's like a superhero movie, but it's not.
No, but the trailer I think is bad. I think they kind of messed up the trailer.
Yeah, agreed. But overall, I think it's got a lot of good layers. Like, right, the premise that you described is he hasn't lived life to the fullest, and now he's found love. He has this really intense conversation with a police officer who is like thinking he's in on this robbery, because he like stole a cop car, he took the cop's gun, all that type of thing, and he's like, you can tell that he's been in a place where he hasn't felt love, and now he's really chasing love, and it's kind of a sweet moment in there, and I think it really gives his character like a good push to go and be the hero of this movie. So with that being said, this movie does have a lot of faults in it though, and so I would say, starting with dislikes, it's not a very entertaining story.
Oh, dang, dude.
Fullest extent.
That's brutal. It's brutal.
It's weak. It's just like,
I agree.
Why. Because he has one encounter with this girl. They eat pie, and then she invites him to a thing, and now he's in love with her and willing to risk his life to find, like,
honestly,
to go save her.
if the pie was that good,
I guess. But and then you find out that she's been lying to him.
She's a bad guy.
Yeah, she's one of the bad guys. So it's just
which is a dumb twist that I kind of saw coming, but I was like, are they dumb enough to do that twist? And they were. Yeah, they were dumb enough.
Yeah. And
this is another film with bad writing, I think, is the main issue.
Yeah. I actually think if this movie didn't have that stupid twist in it, it would have been a fine movie. Like,
yeah. I hate the way they write the detectives, though.
Oh, really? I actually liked the detectives. They were funny to me.
It felt so cheesy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But the guy detective was hilarious to me.
He had some good one-liners. But like,
he was like, well, this is a bad day to be sober. She was like, you're sober? And he's like, no, I'm just saying.
No.
If somebody was sober, this would be a bad day.
See, I like, okay, so some of the jokes with him is good, but like their dynamic is like really like important at the end of the film, but it just doesn't matter to me. I don't know. This is one of those movies where I just don't care enough. Ultimately,
exactly. And yeah, that's pretty much what I was trying to say, is that it's everything happens very quickly to where they're trying to shove in all, and then I think it falls on writing, where they just end up writing so much dialogue in there so you can get caught up, but it just becomes boring when that happens. And I think
better as a short film. Definitely some issues with this movie. It is still a fun watch, but I honestly wouldn't go out of my way to watch it if I were you guys.
Yeah, and it's not something I would watch again. It was there. It has some good action in it, and it's fun action. He kind of has like a Spider-Man type feel to him, where he's just like he's
quippy.
Like, right. Yeah, he's quippy, and then he's like falling into being a hero, which is kind of what Spider-Man does in the first, like, every Spider-Man ever. Is he like, it's like wait, and then accidentally saves the day.
Yeah, except for in this one, it's like his bone popping out of his arm and stabbing people with it.
This movie is pretty gory.
The gore was decent. Like, I enjoyed that. I thought it was like enough to gross me out.
Yeah,
but I feel like it didn't live up to the premise.
Yeah, and there was just also so many like dead ends on this movie that I just didn't understand, or like didn't understand why it was in there. So, for instance, the whole every 3 hours.
False endings, or
no. So, like, for instance, he every 3 hours has a timer on his watch where he has to remind himself to pee, and it was just like, okay, cool.
It happens one time, and then the rest of the times it's just I set the timer for something else actually. Yeah,
and then another one where he the adrenaline that he keeps pumping himself with. I'm like, wait, when did this movie become Crank? Like, why is he doing this? And I get that, like, maybe he can't feel himself being tired or whatnot,
so
but
so
like
he doesn't pass out.
Yeah, but they like really leaned on to like, I need some adrenaline, and then he just gets like an EpiPen and just like shoots himself with it. Like,
Have you seen that Paul Walker movie where it's the middle of like a hurricane and the hospital's power goes out and there's like these thugs coming in and he like a ton of adrenaline and like
which will kill you.
Not a good movie, but great scene.
Yeah,
that I kept thinking of this whole movie. I was like, I wish Paul Walker was in this instead.
R.I.P.
Bring him back, dude.
Any other, bring him back from the dead, guys. Come on, we need Paul Walker.
AI generated Paul.
They have already done that with
I
these
don't
past
like
movies.
that.
It's so
yeah,
stupid.
not a fan of that.
Okay,
all.
any last comments on Novocaine?
No.
I genuinely don't know why it got such a high review on Rotten Tomatoes. Like they gave it like a
because no one watched it. That's probably why.
Yeah. Well. Okay, guys. Well, that is Novocaine, still in theaters right now. If you want to go check it out,
go watch Looney Tunes instead.
Go watch Looney Tunes instead. You heard it here first. Anyway, so next week we will actually be watching, I think it's Mickey 17, and we're going to end it on Warfare. So we got a Robert Pattinson's movie. And then we got apparently one of the most accurate, violent war movies ever released. So we will be.
I feel like they say that with every war movie that comes out.
It gets like that every time. Anyway, guys. So if you haven't, go follow us on our socials. We are on TikTok as long as it's still alive. We're on Instagram and YouTube. So guys, give us a subscribe and follow us, like, comment, share. Tell us what your favorite movie has been this year so far. And we will see you next week for the continuation of our catch up for the year. Peace.
That's a clean slate.